pleasure to be here with you this morning. I am a fundraiser. I am the VP of Marketing and Development at Union Rescue Mission, which is one of the largest missions serving the homeless community out in Los Angeles. We're right in the thick of it on Skid Row between 5th and 6th, so if you're ever out there, please come and see us. And I want to share with you that as I was talking with our keynote speaker and we were kind of preparing for this day, I had an opportunity to really share from my heart with him and talk about what I was hoping that he would bring and share with all of you. I've been in fundraising for close to 20 years, and I've known our keynote speaker, Bill Kliewer, for almost that long. And most days, like I'm sure most of you would say, I love my job. I get a sense of accomplishment in my job. I feel called to my job. And I can see the difference that we're making in the lives of people that come into our mission as opposed to the lives of people that are in desperate need of help on the sidewalk right outside my window. And that inspires me and encourages me, and it's what I get up in the morning for, most days. On a few days, like I think many of you could relate to, I'm challenged. I am dog-tired. I may be frustrated by a board member or two or three, or a staff member or two or three. Just the goings-on of the day and the budget planning and the crunching and the things that are parts of our jobs that we have to do, but they're not really what gets us going. And that can get grueling and tiring, and we need to be inspired. And what I love about our keynote speaker is that he has been in this industry for almost 50 years. And he's as inspired and jazzed about what he does as the day that I met him. And that is just really cool. I want to be like him when I grow up. So Bill Kliewer has been walking alongside nonprofits like World Vision and Operation Smile and a whole bunch in between. He's worked with agencies on the team at Russ Reed. And at the end of the day, what he loves to do is come alongside an organization that's doing great work and just help them to do it better. And I can't think of a better person to come and share with us this morning, share from his heart, share how he's done it for as long as he's done it and maintained the spark in his eye and the spring in his step and the get-go that he still brings to the table every single day. So without further ado, I'd love to introduce my friend, Bill Kliewer.
Wow, I got to wake up all of a sudden. In fact, that reminds me, I don't know about these people in jail or what. I didn't hear about that because, see, I'm a night person, and so I don't know anything about this morning. Other than, well, let's start this way. How many of you know the morning-night thing? I mean, my wife is a morning person, I'm a night person. We've been married 53 years, though, so we must be doing okay with that difference. How many of you consider yourselves to be morning people? Just, you know, okay, I'm gonna really embarrass you, or no, I'm gonna make you feel good because you guys are so proud to be morning people. So stand up. Come on, stand up. Everybody that raised their hand. This is not a church service or anything like that, but I want all the morning people. Okay, I mean, you're rocking. Okay, so stay standing. Now look around and see the ones sitting down. I don't want to make any comparison. Okay, go ahead and sit down. I mean, I'm on West Coast time. I live in Pasadena, California, and I just got in, but this morning, for some reason, I had 3 different phone calls, kinds of things. You know, the hotel phone to wake me up, and my iPhone, and then one of my colleagues, and somehow I woke up at 4:30, and I thought, I'm going to go down. The gym, the fitness center is probably not even open. I go down there, and I can't believe it. There are 10 to 15 guys down there. They look kind of wacky. They're all buff. They're not like the evening crowd that I am used to when I go to the gym. But anyway, what I plan on doing is try in the next few minutes to wake those of you up who are the night people. But I will tell you, morning people, we have a heck of a lot more fun than you do because we're up late. But be that as it may, thank you for showing up, you guys. That table was reserved for you, obviously. Well, thank you for the introduction, Jackie. And Linda, thank you for those words about the DMA and the importance of this group. And Jackie, I am inspired. I can't do anything about it. It's who I am. It's what I am. And I am just thrilled to be here. And I'll tell you why being here at this conference is so important to me. It starts with your theme, challenging the status quo for breakthrough fundraising. That is exactly what we're going to do this morning. And soon you will see the connection to the song that you heard when you came in, if you heard it, Dream, because that's what fundraising is really all about. It's about dreaming and having a vision. Okay, for starters, I've been coming to these conferences for years and years and decades. I remember my first one way back in the 80s. Yes, I am that old. And one thing hasn't changed, and hear me carefully on this. This is the best business in the world. I'm talking about fundraising. Throughout the remarks that I'm going to make, you're going to see that I really believe that with all my heart. And I really believe that you're in the best business in the world. All of you are helping to make this world a better place. People want to change the world, and you make it possible for them to do that. So be proud when you say, I am a fundraiser. I'm making this world a better place. Would you say that with me? I am a fundraiser. I'm making this world a better place. Well, that should make you feel good just saying that, and here's one reason. Money is the muscle for your mission, and you are raising money to change the world. I'm going to start with a confession. I spent the first 20 years of my fundraising career without a revelation that completely changed my life. And as I share this, I'm hoping it will impact your life too. I'm hoping that perhaps with this revelation, something will go on, perhaps a light bulb, whatever, and it will impact your fundraising career. I was in India doing a seminar on fundraising with our World Vision staff. I was meeting with program people, not marketers. You know the difference, right? I won't go any further than that. That's one of your issues, Jackie, at the mission. They were anti-fundraising because they thought fundraising was simply Western Madison Avenue propaganda. Heard that before? All of a sudden, a light bulb went off in my head. The words came out of my mouth. Fundraisers help people experience the joy of giving. I spent 20 years without that revelation. I thought fundraising was something I had to do. I finally realized I wasn't taking money from people. Instead, I was giving people the opportunity to change their life and the lives of others. That's the fundamental reason why we're here today. This concept changed my whole idea of fundraising, and studies have actually shown, hear me now, that giving makes people happier. Right? When you give, you're happy. You say thank you, and you've just given. You are the facilitators, and you can be the facilitator of that happiness. Well, today I want to get to our theme. I'm going to talk about bold breakthroughs and tenacious tweaking. What exactly am I talking about? I like to say that tenacious tweaking is a slow and steady stream of innovations and pushing the envelope. Tenacious tweaking requires persistent patience. You have to keep working the numbers and ideas. Tweaking is the sustainable actions to help a nonprofit experience predictable 10 to 15% growth each year. Yes, the tweaking might, hear this is really important. Tweaking might lead to a breakthrough, but that is not the purpose of tweaking. Tweaking hardly ever requires anyone to leave their comfort zone. It just goes on and on and on. Terribly important for that consistent 10 to 15% growth a year. However, bold breakthroughs, the theme of this conference, are the leaps that lead you to experience exponential growth. Very different from the tweaking side. There's risk, it's uncomfortable, but these are the opportunities that will take your organization to a whole new level of growth. Business boldness in this effort is absolutely required. You have to be bold. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to step out of your box. Here's the key. You don't know about the breakthrough until there's a breakthrough. That's the way it happens. You stay bold because you think this idea might work. It's not tweaking something, it's creating something. Creating something. And that something comes by connecting existing dots. And you can't be risk averse. I don't even like those words. We've heard them, but you can't be risk averse. Now, I realize that I'm, what do they say, preaching to the choir? We're all in this together. We're all of the same ilk. We've all done this. So a lot of what I'm telling you or sharing with you, you've heard it before, and you can tell them. So maybe it'll be just a reminder to many of us. All right. It takes boldness that will result in a breakthrough or a bomb. You've had your bombs and you've had your breakthroughs. That's what it takes. It happens. In fact, if you don't have any bombs, you probably haven't really worked hard to get a breakthrough. The breakthrough can create a doubling effect in your income. This is why breakthroughs don't happen very often. But when they do, they are the defining moments of your organization's growth. Notice I didn't say bold breakthroughs versus tenacious tweaking. Too many people think you have to choose. In fact, when I started working on and thinking about this message this morning, my first title was Bold Breakthroughs versus Tenacious Tweaking. And my light went on. I said, oh no, it ain't that. It's both and. All of you have experienced significant breakthroughs in fundraising, and you've experienced the rewards of tenaciously tweaking your fundraising materials. I heard Linda say the word data-driven. That is so fundamental to the success of tenacious tweaking, driving that data. I'm here because I know what has caused the bold breakthroughs in my career. The older you get, the more you can reflect and understand the why behind the what. You will recognize some of the breakthrough principles as they relate to your work. I want us to rediscover the why behind the what in creating breakthroughs, because the why drives the what. First and foremost, here we go, fasten your seatbelts. There is no element more important than to have a clear vision to fuel the fire of potential breakthroughs. And vision creates the results from tenacious tweaking.